So we have all been following the story of Greece this year a lot, right? And we read all the details about what Syriza did in Brussels and how the conversations went. But there was one thing that was never answered in the media, and it was this like big mysterious secret. But maybe you can talk about it, the Eurogroup. Yeah. Like when you go into this room talking to Schäuble and all these other crazy people, like what really happens in the room? Like no one ever told us what is it? Is it werewolves or like what is it that happens? No. Like people go in with an opinion and they come out with another one. Like
no, let me tell you what happens in the Eurogroup. Yeah? What happens in the Eurogroup is this. Firstly, it's a large rectangular table. And along the long sides of the table sit the finance ministers. Yeah? On the shorter sides of the table are the representatives of the Troika, of the institutions. So on one side is Dijsselbloem, who is the president. Next to him is his sidekick, an Austrian, Thomas Wieser, who is running the Euro Working Group, which is the cabinet of the Eurogroup. And next to that person is the representative of the International Monetary Fund. Sometimes it's Christine Lagarde when she comes. Other times it's Paul Thompson, who is the IMF person responsible for Europe. And then there is Klaus Regling from the ESM on the other side. That's not that important. On the other side of the table, again, the Troika is Moscovici representing the Commission, and Dombrovskis, the Latvian, who's sitting next to him. And, of course, the most significant person is Mario Draghi, representing the ECB, who actually is neighboring Wolfgang Schäuble, who is always at that corner, next to Mario Draghi. Okay? And what happens is, let's say that we're discussing Greece or Portugal or Spain on the agenda. What happens is the president says, okay, now we're going to take stock of developments economic developments in Greece. Yeah? I shall ask the commissioner to kickstart a discussion. So Moscovici speaks on behalf of the Commission, what he thinks has been happening in Greece, what the challenges are, latest discussions with the Greek government, latest economic statistics, and so on. But of course, the finance ministers have nothing in front of them, right? Nothing. Zero. Zero. No file, no data, nothing. So Moscovici speaks for about 5–10 minutes. Then the baton is passed to Mario Draghi, who gives his spiel from the perspective of the central bank. Then it's the representative of the IMF, which is astonishing, isn't it? We have the representative of the IMF in our own governance body. Okay. The representative of the IMF speaks, and then Dijsselbloem says, Yanis, your turn, because we're talking about Greece. So I have 10 minutes. And I have to respond to what I heard in there, not to something that I have been briefed about. And often, what you hear is completely unsubstantiated or completely out of the blue. You have no prior warning that these arguments will be made. Yeah? So you have to improvise for 10 minutes. And then the floor is open for other finance ministers to contribute. Usually they are from Eastern Europe. And they are all competing as to who is going to be more likable to Schäuble. To the extent sometimes Wolfgang gets annoyed with them. You're overdoing it, you're overdoing it. Eh? The French finance minister will then speak. Enough said. And that lasts about an hour and a half. Usually, sometimes less. And then we can spend up to 6–7 hours debating the communiqué that will come out. That's it. That's a Eurogroup. That is the Eurogroup. Everybody is speaking without having any information, any substance, no substance. So all the decisions have been made before. Don't ask me by whom.
So thank you, Yanis. Thank you, everybody. Don't leave, because now we have to start discussing the communiqué.
6 hours.
6 hours. No, thank you very much. Thank you very much that you were here.